46 years is what Ricky Davis has given to our co-op. 46 years of excellence, commitment, and leadership. This is his story.
Yeah, it's manual, yes.
Okay, and so you're going to do a video? Are you? Because I mean, that's the only way you're going to see it turn. Right?
Yeah.
Ricky's kind of a cool hand Luke. You know, he really keeps a cool head about him.
Yeah, he's always thinking. He's always wanting to know what other people are thinking.
He is always saying how appreciative he is to be in the position he's in at Clay Electric, how we are all very fortunate and blessed to be here, how thankful he is for his family, how much they mean to him. He's always got some type of project or something going on at home so that he's never idle.
Anybody that knows Ricky knows that he's very confident, but he's easygoing, not at all arrogant. He has a great sense of humor, and whenever we get together, we always have a few laughs, and all that together makes him a very likable person.
In 1973, Ricky Davis joined the Clay Electric family as a pole inspector trainee. He would soon go on to become a line worker in 1975 as he made his way through the apprenticeship program.
We just worked together and we got along good, and didn't work with him very long though, but good guy, smart.
Ricky worked as a line worker until 1977 before leaving for college in pursuit of his engineering degree.
In the early 80s, Ricky and I were both at the engineering school at the University of Florida. We didn't know each other back then, but in 1984, I got hired on at Clay, and 4 days later, Ricky came on board.
Ricky came back to Clay Electric in 1984 after completing his engineering degree. In 1988, Ricky was promoted to Division Chief of Operations Support and served in that role for nearly 11 years.
Then Chris Anderson retired in Keystone District, and he became district manager there for just a short time. And then he transitioned to district manager in Orange Park. He was there for a number of years, and then when Bob Brimley retired out of operations, Ricky went up to be director of operations, and then from that position transitioned to CEO.
When he first started as CEO, I was really proud that he was there. I really felt confident that he could do the job.
I think there were 5 candidates, but Ricky just kind of stood out. Again, that thoughtfulness comes out, the caring comes out, his experience with Clay Electric, the fact that he worked his way up from the ground floor.
And a lot of people don't know this, but when he first came into the role, he spent his weekends studying, learning, and developing the CEO the way he wanted to be. And that's just something he did on his own. Not that it was necessarily needed, but it was a personal goal of his to improve and to grow.
Brought a lot of employees together, a lot of departments where we used to be at odds with each other, with him having a diverse background between departments. I think that really kind of helped him understand to see the other side of some of these problems that we might have had in between departments.
When he's listened to everything, he reminds me of Ike Eisenhower. Eisenhower made some really fantastic decisions, but he said, I brought them all in the room, I asked each one what they thought, then I said, thank you very much, went back to my office, and I made a decision. And that's Ricky.
During Ricky's tenure as CEO, Clay Electric saw a lot of growth. In 2012, Clay Electric implemented a GPS mapping system of its entire service area.
We had some challenges with the transition with the mapping system to a second version, and things weren't going very well. But I think throughout that process, and we did have a lot of meetings, a lot of discussions, I think he showed a lot of patience and trust that in the end, we would get through that.
In 2016, Clay Electric launched the Operation Roundup program and has since disbursed over $8 million to community organizations.
Clay Electric had proposed it several times. Different managers weren't sure about it. They weren't in favor of it. So it was good when it was finally instituted here. And what it does is round up each electrical bill each month to the nearest dollar. And that money is used to provide resources for the communities to help them grow in a number of ways.
Throughout the years, Clay Electric has seen many storms, but in 2017, Ricky led our biggest storm restoration effort as Hurricane Irma devastated our entire service area.
He enabled the employees from districts to member relations to ICT to engineering to operations and throughout safety, etc., to meet and get prepared and trained for the storm events. And he gave us the resources that we needed to accomplish that storm restoration as efficiently as possible.
So many different things now go into our hurricane restoration efforts, and Ricky has always made sure that any asset or anything that Clay could provide to any of our brothers and sisters that have been hurt during these storms has always been available. We've gone through multiple iterations of folks, again, outside interest attacking the co-ops, whether it be deregulation to policy fights at the legislature, fights at the Capitol in DC, and Ricky has always been right there making sure that Clay's interest and the member consumers of Clay and the co-op interest as a group have always been represented.
As Clay Electric's CEO, Ricky is not only our leader, but our voice in boardrooms and gatherings across the industry.
He was part of the decision for Seminole's first entree into solar, our cooperative solar project that came online in 2017, our P2021, as we refer to it, our resource planning process that took place in 2016-2017. The board approved a whole portfolio of projects and initiatives from that work. The largest one, of course, was the Seminole Combined Cycle Facility construction project. All of those things came out of those decisions that Ricky was a part of back in 2017, and we've been implementing them ever since.
In 2019, Clay Electric started the implementation of AMI, an advanced metering infrastructure that uses two-way communication to transmit and collect energy usage data.
We talked about AMI for years before Ricky aptly pulled the trigger to go with the AMI process. There was a lot of hesitation, there was a lot of things out there that we were worried about. And as I said then, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And that was a really relief for Ricky, and it was a relief for us as far as the district as well.
In 2020, Clay Electric finished its largest renovation project, including a new headquarters facility, all new district offices, a new data center, a call center, and a print shop.
The old buildings, they had a lot of dust accumulation in them that you just couldn't remove due to the age of the building, among some other issues. And building and maintenance did all they could to keep them clean and going, but it just got to the point that it was time to move. But Ricky, he looked at every angle before he made a decision that he brought to the board, a recommendation to bring to the board. He didn't ever want to do anything that would be costly to our members, so he wanted to make sure economically it made sense, that physically it made sense to put the buildings here, to search for locations. It was a long process that a lot of thought went into.
2020 was not without its challenges, as the COVID pandemic would force decisions that would prove unprecedented.
COVID had a massive impact to our normal work practices. With the social distancing protocols that were in place, with the size of the rooms that we had and how many people can gather in those. All of these were first. We didn't have a playbook. Ricky had not experienced anything like this before. On top of that, we had an annual meeting that was coming up. We didn't know how we were going to handle that. We're also going through a massive system conversion to NISC. We did the best that we could with what we had while still believing that we still needed to meet the member. And that was very important to Ricky that, hey, we're going to have these different work schedules, but we still need to remain productive to our members and to ourselves and to our own departments and how we support one another.
Ricky's tenure has been truly remarkable. From upgrading our infrastructure to improving our members' experience, he has given everyone a reason to trust. So much so that in 2021, Clay Electric won the J.D. Power Award, ranking #1 in customer satisfaction with residential electric service among cooperatives.
Yeah, so the J.D. Powers Award is 100% driven by member scores. And so when we scored the highest in 2021, that was our member owners scoring us higher than any other co-op in the nation.
We've gone through a lot of change and experienced significant growth. And I'm not just talking about growth in the number of meters, but growth in the services we can provide, growth in the level of customer service that we provide. growth in just every aspect, growth in the number of employees.
A lot of technologies stack on top of other technologies. And so, we did a GIS project, which was kind of a precursor to an AMI project. And during that, we were kind of parallel to that. We were building new offices. Those new offices have created a better interaction with our members, created some drive-through opportunities for some districts that didn't have them. AMI created a lot better service for our members. So now we have the ability to see outages by red and green dots on a map. We have the ability to see restoration personnel through AVL and trucks in the field. We have the ability to turn meters off and on. And all those things have kind of integrated and gelled in that NISC product that's integrated together. And so all that we had none of that 16 years ago.
He has just embraced change, he's adapted, and he's always stayed true to what has made us a cooperative. He's never lost sight of the cooperative values and the main purpose that we are here for.
Ricky has done his job excellently, and he leaves the co-op in a better situation than it was. And he's put people in place that will carry on the reputation of Clay Electric.
Congratulations, Ricky!
You have a good guy making good decisions and you get in a good place, right? So I think that's how we'll remember Ricky, is he has led Clay Electric into a really good place, and hopefully I can continue down that same path.
Enjoy retirement, Ricky!
I will miss the conversations that we have. You have been a great mentor and a wonderful leader, but also a wonderful friend.
Congratulations, Ricky!
Ricky, I hope you enjoy your retirement and do whatever you want to do.
Congratulations, Ricky!
Being CEO is not a 8-hour-a-day job. It's a 24/7, 365 days, and it takes the strong support of a family. So to Lena, Max, and Hannah, we want to thank you also.